What's up with y'all, man? I'm at the gym right now. I just had to come to y'all with a little video because I was gonna initially make this video solely for myself, so I could shift my own mindset with this shit. But I believe that this gonna be one of them heavy hitting mind shifting perspective ones. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really, in my opinion, had one of these in a cool little minute. Really just regurgitating, reinforcing the mindset, but. With this one, I'm talking about the fear of exposure and the fear of exposure, fear of being challenged. I look at those as the same thing. Let me just give y'all a quick rundown on why I even thought about this in general. The fear of exposure, the fear of being challenged, you will feel it at times in life, just throughout, it's periodic. And it can actually influence you to make a decision that, from a clear-headed or the future you wouldn't want. You know what I'm talking about? So today, man, I've been boxing for about 2 months. I'm at the boxing gym right now, about to hop up in there. And I already had about 6 spars, right? My coach telling me we about to try to get as much sparring as we can so we can get better, this, that, and the third, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, cool. Woke up today off of my graveyard shift and thought about sparring. Thought about boxing, and I knew I was about to get it in. But there's a feeling of uncertainty within me. For some reason, it happened before when I first started sparring or whatever, but it was almost trying to influence me on to quit boxing, to not spar, to, just go in the opposite direction of where I wanted to. And it wasn't because that I was afraid of getting hit. That was the first inclination that would probably pop into someone's minds, like, okay, fear of getting hit, sparring, this, that, and the third. But taking boxing outside of this fear, this shit pops up everywhere in life. Fear of being exposed in some sort of way. You know what I mean? The reason I was initially feeling uncertain about this shit is not about being hit, bro. Like I said, it's been 6 spars, not a lot. It's still gonna have that anxiety feeling when you go in there. But I already got a busted lip. But it's more so about me not living up to the standards that I project onto myself, right? I'm over here trying to be macho man, the best at everything. I'm already looking at, when you start getting into boxing or anything, like when I was skateboarding, I'm looking at the greats and thinking I could, how to be better than them. I'm over here looking at it and for it, I got it. Then I start boxing late, look at all this dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to get about that way of thinking because this shit was not, it's not realistic. It's not realistic at all. You know what I mean? And also, well, back to the realism part of it, I needed to judge my character, or, yeah, you could say the character, but more so my progression, my sense of where I'm at with this boxing shit within the ring, inside that bitch, with effort. That fear comes from expecting to not live up to those standards, and especially with this boxing shit, you can't fake the work. This is something you can't fake. Skateboarding, you can't fake the work. You have to put hours in. You can't intellectualize it. You can't go on ChatGPT. This is something that takes time and repetition. So for me to go up in there and make an ass out of myself, you feel me? It would just crumble my identity, and that's exactly where my fear of exposure came in, the fear of being challenged, right? I could probably make another remark about fear of being challenged in just many other different ways, but the fact remains the same about the expectation that you project onto yourself, right? And in a way, it's a good thing, but it's going to be rooted outside of how other people view you and whether if it's embarrassing or not. Because me personally, I don't really give a fuck about getting hit. I already got hit, punched in the face. It doesn't even hurt that bad. It hurts, but it don't even hurt that bad. I got hit with a body shot, that shit hurt, but it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? So the angle I was trying to get at this is that losing isn't something that scares me. It's to claim the loss. The actual word of losing, the definition of losing, it what pisses me off. I don't know why it holds so much weight, but that's exactly what causes that. It's not the action, you know what I mean? So to redefine it, L's is lessons, this, that, and the third. Cool. You're gonna get punched in the face. I was on the way here thinking about, like, to be with the place I want to be with this boxing shit, because I really want to become a good fighter. I don't care about nothing except for school and fighting. I'm just trying to I just want to be good at fighting, you know what I mean? And on the journey to becoming what I want to become, I know that I'm gonna have to go through some pain, my nigga, and I'm willing to. And I'm looking at Ippo from goddamn the anime, my nigga. He just like me for real, bro. That nigga like come on, bro. You better get your ass back up, bro. We performing for ourselves, man. We performing for ourselves, and I was talking to myself about this earlier. This shit is so universal, bro. We perform for ourselves, so we gonna step inside this motherfucking ring today. You know what I mean? And we gonna really we gonna do the best we could, my nigga. That's all we really can do. You know what I'm saying? But for ourselves, though, in comparison to our last selves, in comparison to shit, fuck a performance. Effort, you know what I mean? If you're giving 110, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Fuck how the performance come through, nigga. As long as you putting that shit in, bro, it's green. So showing up is all a nigga need to succeed, my dude. It's showing up and effort, literally, that's it. So taking away all the complexities, what possibly may happen, what people think, and this, that, and the third, it always roots back. Remember my old video, it's talk about insignificance of things. It always root back to how you want to do it, how you feel it, how you want to feel about this shit, where you want to get to. And there's only two things that allows you to get to a goal, for my opinion, is time and effort. You know what I'm saying? Repetition, consistency, and, you know, trying to actually do that shit. So I didn't want to make this quick little video because I got clarity now, but I swear when you don't have this clarity, it should just it's confusing. Obviously, it's no clarity. It's confusing as shit. So, man, we finished. I'm about to hop in this boxing gym. I'm about to stop trolling my coach up in there. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for a nigga and shit. If I had to end this bitch off, man, I would just say perform for yourself, my nigga, and nothing else. You know? You don't want to be seen as lower than yourself, but shit, nigga, what's lower than you is just tailoring yourself for other things. You gotta tailor yourself for effort and consistency. Shit, that's it. Effort and consistency, my nigga. Poise inside of your body, my nigga. Controlled, you know what I'm talking about? But that's all I'm saying. Well, I'll catch y'all niggas.